Hey Fairby. Waiting with the cam on this time, yeah. I noticed some people do that. So might as well. Maybe it's good, I don't know. Chat text is pretty tiny. Could the font be increased on Steam? I did that already twice, but maybe it's still tiny. Can you type something new? Unfortunately, it does remove the history when I tweak the settings on it. It is bigger now. I guess that's alright size. Bit better. Okay. Also, it seems like it's keeping some distance from the edge of the box. So like, I could have it like this. I'm gonna on my TV and can read it now. Okay, good. It's odd how it keeps distance from that. What do I type something as a longer name? Yeah, no, it goes to that. Alright. Well. Alright. Yeah. This is because your name is shorter. That's why it does that. Alright, hello, welcome. So, today we'll be playing Tlatoani, which is Aztec city builder made with Walker system involved. It's like other old impression style games. I explained it thoroughly before on stream, so I'm not gonna go into copious detail this time. If you want to know about it, there is a Discord channel for it. You can just grab it from GitHub currently. Same as Augustus, you just click on the link, get the files, drop it somewhere on your computer and run the exe, and that's the game, basically. So I'm gonna explain some things as we play through it, since there was an update, which means that the previous save we made was not going to work, so I'll have to start over, but that's fine. Maps are now gonna be slightly larger. There's nothing that has been done with the tree amount around our starting area just yet. It's a bit more complex and currently just isn't a priority, but the maps in general have been increased in size, and the chance for the trees to be like we had them before is not too big, so it shouldn't be happening that often. If it does, we can just restart the map, generate it again, but that's just the workaround we have to have for now. So let's shut down Caesar music. Let's boot up the game. And you can really see the fonts are already changed a bit. You also have buttons now in the settings. Nice, change the UI, makes it less. Before it was basically just very basic, but it makes sense since it's early in development. I'm gonna keep the settings standard. I'm gonna go into the demo. I'm gonna start the basic tutorial, and I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we need to press pause, that's fine, let's do that. I'm gonna shuffle this so I can see the chat. And it looks like I generated a map which spawns me in the middle of the forest again. So I'm just gonna quickly go and rerun that. I really don't want to start in the freaking forest. So it's just, yeah. Oh, it's better. Good. Camera rotations, yeah, we can rotate the camera. Return to settlement, planning, marketplace, mason's yard. So these are the basics. We're gonna be doing that. So we start with our fortress, we start with our trading post right here, which is gonna be importing maize, clay, stone, and timber. Standard tutorial is random. Is the campaign also randomized? There are currently 2 missions you can play. It's just like a single scenario. It's like a custom map, basically. And I think they are, just one of them is economic and the other one is military. But the cities will not be randomized, like the trade and stuff. It's just the map itself. That's how it is. So let's put down our mason's yard over here somewhere. It's fine to have it there, I think. So it's gonna be our mason's yard, plus we want a marketplace as well. And we'll be building it where we want our first block, which I suppose we'll have over here. So let's put down the market like this. Can exit the building menu. Yeah. Can just right click, unpause the game. So people will build this now. Let's wait for them to do that. We'll play slowly. It's morning. I don't feel like rushing anything today. Certainly not right now. And I might have a call a bit later, which I'll have to take, but it shouldn't take long. So if that happens, I'm gonna have to pause it for a moment for you. So start 8 doesn't access, that should be fine. We'll persist with this map for the rest of the tutorial missions, and so it's important that we do have an economy going for us. So people should be building this, right? They are not. Seems odd. They should be building this. I'm gonna be quite absent today because of it, packing stuff, take care of last day errands. Yeah, that's fine. It's understandable. They should be building this. I think it's... oh yeah, no, they are building it. Okay, it just took them a while to figure it out. That's fine. We start with 23 citizens, so that's what we will have. We do employ 8 over here, plus 3 here. So that's already a bunch of people working on that. But it's good to have empty jobs as well as empty plots for a bit later, when you want immigration to happen. So let's let them build that. That's the mason's yard done. Which is gonna employ 3 people. So currently our unemployment should be quite low. 9 citizens. Okay. So marketplace done. Now that your initial structures are complete, you can think about giving your citizens some basic shelter. Go to the housing tab and put down some housing plots. These will need a road connection to the marketplace and ideally shouldn't be too close to unsightly and dirty structures like the mason's camp or trading post. Each plot should house 40 citizens at first, so a dozen plots should be more than enough to allow your citizens to settle. Just make sure each has a marketplace access by road. Okay? Let's go ahead and place down our housing plots. So I'm gonna be doing them here. And let's take a look at that road. If we want to keep symmetry going, this is gonna be a bit of a pain because... okay, let's just remove this. Gonna be putting them here instead. Keep a gap. And we'll be placing a bunch of them like so. Keep some gaps in between for future desirability. And we want 12, so that's 10. This should be enough. Let's make the road. The road also needs to be constructed. Nothing happens by itself like in Caesar. And for symmetry purposes, we will leave this as a gap with 1 tile, so you can put services in there. And maybe some fruit trees later if you really want to. So let our people do their jobs. They'll start to build the tents. Looks like crude hut. Instead of tent, you have this now. Okay, that's a change. It wasn't like this before. Quite like it. Access to a marketplace, which we do have. It just needs to get its maize from the stockpile, and then it's gonna be fine. Yeah, just receive food. Housing is not built yet. Well, yeah, it's because people already live in these and they don't want to split up. Hey, Perspective Games, welcome. This is the developer. Load file still in flux. Didn't realize you meant 10 in the morning. Yeah, sorry for that. If it's what time? I said 10 CET, which is 10 in the morning here. Not sure what your time zone is. Sorry if it's inconvenient. Right. Let's wait on them to settle. This is new art for the crude huts. I think it's better than the tents. It's fine. Okay. Water and sanitation. Not your citizens have roof over their head, or at least a tent. You can start to... tent is a old thing since they are now in huts. Well, I shouldn't say that, but that's just a minor detail. Now we need to think about giving them some basic amenities. Go to the housing tab again and place down well dipper and a sweeper close to their housing, as before. These will need road connections. The well dipper provides housing with crude water supply, and the sweeper carries night soil and detritus away from homes. Okay. Now the deal with the dipper is you kind of want him in a place where you know you will be building an aqueduct later, and so having it somewhere over here is fine, but you can see that he will have trouble reaching there. So maybe we'll be putting him here instead, because this is probably gonna be pretty accessible for watering. I'm not sure about that actually. Let's put him here. Plus you'll be doing a sweeper, and the sweeper will go here. So these will all require labor. Let's take a look at... There's 6 citizens unemployed, okay. Good. If you select your trading post, you will see your neighbors in Tlatoani have given us some starting supplies. However, those won't last forever. Let's think about growing some of our own food. Go to the farming tab and place down a farming shed nearby, ideally on fertile land marked by meadow flowers. You also need a road connection to either a nearby marketplace or a storage facility, such as granary, set to accept foodstuffs. Right. Let's take a look at a farming shed and fertility. Yeah, this is all fairly fertile, which is nice. So we will just put down a farming shed somewhere over here. Let's keep some distance from that road for future expansion. And we'll be putting down a maize field. So we want each farm shed can supply 32 plots, so this should add up with fruit trees for fruits and maize for corn. So this one is gonna be good, but we'll certainly build more a bit later. So you should have 32 plots after that's built. So it's 6 by 6 plus 4 is taken by the shed itself. As Perspective Games pointed out, this is the layout he uses, and it's I think it's the best one you can really do if you want to keep it clean. I haven't done great of a job with this because you want a canal here later, but we can have it. It's just not going to be symmetrical. Okay, let's just remove that. I really need to keep the symmetry going, so just 1, 2, 1, like so. So like that, it's better. Now it wants me to grow food for all of our people, so we'll want to wait for this to be constructed. Plus, it can deliver straight up to a marketplace, so we don't need a granary just yet. If it's close enough for delivery, which it should be, yeah. But we'll want a granary later on for stretching the logistics a bit. Let's wait on them to build it. They should build it fairly soon. Looks like we have small cottages already, so it's 6 total capacity. We didn't get any extra people yet. That's because we had unemployment here, so no immigration when you don't have jobs. This is working now. It requires 2 people, so another one is still gonna have to be here, and it looks like I miscalculated that in the back probably. Yeah, 1 more tile of things, right? It's gonna be putting down maize, and that's gonna be 32. This will also accept fruits. That's the market should just get that. If you want to build up a stockpile, we'll need a granary though, so that's something you'll want to think about later. Let's see how many people we can feed with this. If it is not enough, then we will need to add more. It doesn't say it's enough, so let's add another one. Actually, 1 more tile because we want a canal in the middle. And this one is gonna go with maize, plus a couple of fruit trees in the back. Not as many. Maize is pretty important, it's a basic commodity. Okay. Just let our people work on that. We got a bit of growth going on. Each 10 population counts as 1 citizen, which actually works in buildings, so this is employing 30 people, basically. Timber and fuel. Timber is important not only for constructions, but also as a source of fuel for cooking in your homes. For certain industries such as kilns and furnitures, and as potential export, go to industry tab and place at least 2 sawyers somewhere close to the forest. Ideally close enough to supply your trading post. If there is no forest nearby, build a pottery yard close to a suitable site and set it to accept timber, much as you use granary to distribute food. Might need to place more housing pools to accommodate immigrants, right? Let's take a look at industry. So we've got sawyers, it wants us to place 2, and they do require timber, which they will cut at a bigger speed than last time, because last time it didn't really necessitate that many timber plots. They just managed to really get it done very easily. So this time it's not gonna be so simple. I'm gonna be placing 2 here, and we will place a road. It's gonna stick out like this, connect them up, and like so. Trade and industry. With the food and fuel secure, you can turn your attention to making some goods that can be sold at the local market and exported for a profit. Open the industry tab and place 2 clay pits and 3 kilns. We will do that, but not yet. We haven't really built this, which the tutorial usually waits for you to construct it, which I think that's a little mistake, that these don't count as, like, it doesn't wait on you to finish them before it says the next thing. With jobs and housing, we should be receiving some immigrants, hopefully. I'll probably be putting down extra plots soon, but for now we have 3 empty ones and there is a bunch of space in these cottages, so we're fine. Now these are done, they just don't have labor yet, but yeah, we've got 270. Let's place down the clay. Clay is gonna be a bit of an issue since it needs to be close to the water and water is not close to us. So we'll be making our clay industry over here, which means it will necessitate a porter yard, and we actually will want a block over here because the labor people actually need to walk to their workplace, and if it's very far away it would mean a significant reduction to your efficiency. So let's keep some space for an extra farm here, and then you'll be putting down an extra market. We'll probably have trouble getting its things now, but that's fine. Farms will deliver food to it, which is what we need.
From the comfort of my villa, I perceive life here to be very good.
Hey, Block, thanks for the sub. Cinematic and Blood God 3 throwing cup against the wall. You'll throw it, right? Well, that is debt. You can go into debt. This is your money. So, similar sort of thing like in Caesar, but I'm not sure. There is no emperor. Like, you are supposed to be founding Tenochtitlan's Aztec society, so there is no greater entity, I don't think. But there is that, so there's like consequences for mismanaging everything. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, plots first. Let's put these down here. How did I do it here? Yeah. This one can be like this. Be keeping a gap there. Road everything up. Plus we want a sweeper. And we want a well dipper as well. American society that. Good luck. Well, yeah. You'll see. It's probably gonna be fine. Currently we cannot make money yet, we need the clay to do it. But that's for a bit later. It's like they are trying to build up already. And with this, I think we might need... I think this can get the pottery in here. So it's not gonna be a huge deal, just need a porter's office over here. Start with the industrial already, or do we wait? I guess we wait a little bit for them to at least finish with this. You don't really want that many tasks at once, I don't think. So some people will live here now, should provide labor. And let's place down some clay pits. And we want 3 kilns as well. They will want timber though, so that's a consideration. But the porter yard can just get our timber here. So this is going to accept, where is it? Pottery. Accept 8 pottery, accept some clay as well. Where is clay? Clay is here, 8. And then we are going to get timber over here. And this is going to be getting pottery. And let's wait for these to be constructed. Gathering structures such as clay pits are generally support 2 associated workshops, like kilns, but for little extra clay helps with building projects. For now, go to the goods tab on your trading post and set trade orders for pottery and timber to get 1/2. This will ensure that some is kept in reserve for use by your marketplace rather than all being exported. Okay? Timber, get 1/2. Right. We are no longer importing it, so that's good. Because we are producing it ourselves now. So let's wait until this is done. People should settle there if there are jobs, I think. See if it works that way. Market should be getting some food soon. Sweeper is working. This will require a lot of laborers though, so... Already it wants us to have 2 blocks. It's because of the map is larger now, so you do really need to keep in mind the travel distance to some places more. Amenities. With industry in place, you can turn our attention to providing our citizens with some simple amenities, which will encourage them to go further to further improve their housing. Go to the Legend tab and place down a shrine to the god of your choice. Shrines and certain other amenities will require scenic location and appreciate a symmetric layout of other structures nearby. Yeah, it's a good hint. You can also build Tlatoani, which provides young boys with martial training and basic education under a housing tab. As with other structures, amenities will need road connections to the structures they service, in this case your housing. Okay. We'll have to wait on that a little bit. We have 36 citizens and I think we need more. It seems like we have 2 unemployed, but it's probably here. Well, this area just cannot really develop yet. Still looking for a lot of laborers. Which is probably gonna happen. I think we could still add more housing to that, but let's not risk it. We don't want to stretch the roads too much. The clay pits should be a priority. Kilns are getting staffed first, which is not ideal. For the citizens, good. Might want to start on the amenities now. What about the food? Doesn't seem like we have it yet, so another farm would be good. Let's get the maize field going. And fruit trees as well. Pottery to the side, they would rather be artists than miners. Clearly, if you get a choice. Probably want to make pottery rather than digging clay, but it's gonna get done, yeah. It's done now. So this will start to do its thing soon, hopefully. We'll need this fortress yard to actually start getting us the timber. That's what we really need. And again, I messed up the layout. It was a special today. It's fine. It's just messy. Now you've got small cottages now. They did get fed. Pottery art should be getting some pottery being made, so it should get delivered. And we should be selling it, hopefully. Might need even more. For now, let's put down some services. So let's do the school. Plus a shrine. This is God of Rain, so let's have him. And we'll be putting that. It benefits from symmetry. I'll put it here. This will get the other shrine. Plus you'll be putting down this school as well. Finally, you can build stone road to improve neighborhoods' ambience, but using sparingly, as stone is expensive. An alcove also provides entertainment while still allowing traffic along the one side. Amenities can become overcrowded as your city grows in size, so check them from time to time to see whenever you should build more. You can also select your housing to get information about the citizens' needs. Yes. Let's build an alcove. I need to figure out where to have it. it's fine to have it there, I guess. All of this will require labor as well. That's fine. We are importing stone currently, so that's gonna be expensive if we do replace some of the roads with that. But let's get some of it going. We need ambient. Since I didn't place my sheds here for the trees, I need to get it some other way. Still having trouble getting the timber, but they are supplying it, which is the most important part, but still could use more. Okay, just got some of it. And how are we doing? 500 people, so that's 50 workers. We don't have any free workers currently, but I think we need to expand our pottery industry. Plus another timber kiln, or timber yard over here. This might be far away from work. Not sure if I want it here. Probably just adding one here would be fine. Can make a road there. And this should be getting half of the clay. Importing maize is fine, but we should stop that. If we can feed our own people. Because money is not looking great, we need to start making it. Which is why we started to have more industry. Should hopefully mean that we get more pottery to sell. Because currently we are losing money. You are paying wages to people, so that's part of it. Yeah, we just sold a bit of it, but it's not enough. It's okay. I'm gonna increase the amount. Some of them require timber still, but we should be having plenty soon. 600 people, so that's 60 workers now. I'm gonna probably do another sawyer. Money is not good. This might be the first time I go into that. Medium cottage. Okay. That's nice. Access to more security. Right, let's give them. It's here, right? No, we cannot do that yet. Makes sense. Alcove access. We should have that. Some warehouses lack access to an alcove, so it wants every house to have it. You'll see. You might have to have 2 alcoves with this. Okay, the industry is doing its thing. It's just, yeah, probably the stone road kinda cost me a lot. There is pottery here, just need to sell it. It doesn't seem like I got any money from that. Even though it is disappearing. Are we not earning any money? We have 0 income. Even though I'm pretty sure we sold a bunch of it. There's 9 of it. Okay, well, let's wait. Pottery get is keeping some for you. Yes, that's like the half of it. But it's not. It shouldn't be keeping as much. It's half of it. It recommends, it wants you to do it. That's what the tutorial says. Set it to get. You could set it just pure export, but then they will not care about if they deplete all of it. So probably the function might be bugged or something, because it doesn't seem like it was working at all. Yeah, no, we sold a bit of it. Need to sell more. Similar homes need access to an alcove, access to a sweeper. So it needs access throughout the entire thing. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Well, gonna have to do that. Let's put it here. Without the sweeper. Yeah, it won't cover everything either. $700 people, 690. Okay. That's fine. Should also export this. Oh, it only. Right. It only imports it, so we don't want to do that. Got clay. Exports. Yeah, but getting it is gonna be a problem, right? Well, we don't actually overproduce it that much. It's quite a lot of problem. Just another pit. I'm actually gonna remove that one. Let's put it here. That's fine. Got some money now, but yeah, you'll see. I need stone roads. Finish this with that, but it's gonna be expensive. Oh well. Let's try to get it. At least some of it. And then alcoves might be necessary. Yeah, it already complains about an alcove. So I'll have to. But that's fine. At least if we build more housing later, it's gonna actually be fine with the services. And still making money, so that's good. What about food? They do have some of it, but it seems to me like we want another one. So let's get another one. I'm just gonna go pure maize on this one. This might take a while to develop, yeah, I know. Total complete, proceed with the current settlement, yes. More food. To increase your agricultural output, you can now build canals to irrigate your fields. Canals can irrigate land up to 3 tiles away, but you need a connection to either a body of water or a swampland on the margins of such a body. Not intersecting roads with canals will create canal bridges. If you wish, you can use chinampa to extend the arable land available for farming or other construction projects. Chinampas use tightly packed soil and decaying vegetation to reclaim land from swampland. Finally, you can place hunter lodges to bring meat as a secondary food source. Unlike most buildings, hunter lodges do not need a road access connection, so long as the storage facilities as a granary or a portyard accepts their meat. Dig out enough canals to irrigate 50 tiles of farmland and store at least 4 loads of meat in your homes and storage structures. Okay. Where are animals mostly roaming about? Here. So I'm gonna put a hunter somewhere over here. And we need a canal, which is going to be a very expensive project, but it's going to be worthwhile. Let's make this thing. And then we want it to connect to a swamp. So let's bring water from there. As I said, this is gonna be expensive. All of it needs resources, I think. Yeah, 25 clay and 50 wood. We did make the other clay pit, which should mean that we have plenty of clay. Eventually. Okay, we have money now. I'm not sure if we received the reward for finishing the map. The first one. We are using a lot of our resources for the canals and such. Let's put down another sawmill over here. Might even need another clay pit. Can then make even more pottery for selling if we could support that. It's another farm shed complete. Takes a while to build all the canals. If they're like this, they're not built yet, so we need to wait. And we also want to queue up our stone road construction. We are making money, which is good. Just again, need to make sure we are getting everything we need. Plus, we want a granary to build up a stockpile of things, as well as have a place to accept meat. So we'll be making that happen. And I think we will put it here. .860 population, so how are we looking? 1 unemployed citizen, good. Some space is inside the houses still, so we don't need capacity just yet. And yeah, they will be building all the canals and everything. It just requires copious amounts of clay and timber, so it's a bit of an issue for us. We can start to import clay and timber again. To help us out. Looks like clay cannot be imported for some reason. No trade, exports, good. Okay. But we can get some timber, at least. It's also useful. That's done. And yeah, we have some clay in here. It is devolved. It's access to nutrition. It looks like food was a problem. That is okay. We'll be irrigating these fields to make them better. It's just taking a while. Not sure, but my guess is import disabled for timber and clay to avoid bankruptcy. I don't think we will really be at risk. The pottery exports are doing fine. Just need the clay imports, but we couldn't get it. Of a dip spiraling batch with handholding. Maybe. But that's what happens at the start. You are reliant on importing clay and timber to construct basically anything before you set up your own industry for it. So maybe it's just not possible later once you are in the second tutorial. Not sure. You could open up straight with a second city which could sell you stuff. Okay, got some population boost. Can we build a center post now? We can. Let's make it happen. And the granary is going to accept meat, and it's gonna accept fruit and maize as well. The canal is getting done, so we just need a bit more. It's gonna help with the food situation. Stop that, we can start to, yeah, just no trade. So we have plenty of our own timber now, I think. It's almost done. Cloth and pulp. You can now grow maggie as a non-edible crop. Maggie fiber can be woven into cloth at cloth weavers and fermented into pulp, which is a luxury beverage at your breweries. Note that maggie must be harvested by your farm sheds before it can be delivered for processing. Place enough fields of maggie to supply 2 cloth weavers and 1 brewery. As with other crops, maggie must be planted within 8 aisles of a farm shed, then stockpile at least 4 loads of cloth and 4 loads of pulp in a poultry yard. Okay. So I'll be doing that, but for now I'll just focus on getting this. So now it is irrigated, which means that the yield should be better. I still feel like we are just not making enough food, so we might want to add another farm shed over here. So let's count the tiles. So that's gonna be like so, plus you want 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a bunch of maize in here, and then gonna do the same thing with this. So it's a canal plus fields. Gonna be doing some fruit trees as well. Let's get some canals going. Plus, we want the road to be connected up to that. And like this. So that's more food, which should be good. We are getting some meat now, which is also nice. Hunters are working, just don't have captains yet, which means no nobles, which makes sense. We don't have nobles yet. Needs a diversion, build a plaza, ball court, or sauna nearby. So one of these things would be good. There's a herbalist now as well. We are gonna be building a plaza, I guess. Just need to figure out a good spot for it. It can act as a road. So you kind of want to build it somewhere where it can do that. Having it here would be fine. Plazas like symmetry. Yeah, but they're also giant and really tough to get because you also do like merge roads with it. So it's really finicky to place it without aggravating anything. I guess it can be here. Sounds like an okay spot for me, but I have no idea if it's good or not. It's probably fine. Could also have it somewhere over here instead. Like this, use it as a crossroads. It's not essential, yeah. So the top bottom of the block is the best. Right. But I will probably use it as a road for later. So let's just do that. But yeah, the symmetry, I think you said it's not exactly crucial, but it's good to have that, basically, for later. So let's just put it in. This will require some labor as well. Should still have some space in the housing. Yeah. Might need more eventually though. And I think here would be okay to densify because we need Maggie here. So maybe we do that right away. Let's place down the plots first. I'm gonna keep some space in the middle for services, I guess. So how large is that? So that's 2x2 for a structure, place in the middle, 2x2 for a structure, road. This will require more services, but that's fine. We have plenty of space to put it in. Let's make stone roads in the actual block. So the housing might be too far from the market. We'll see. It seems like this corner one maybe. No, it seems fine. If not, then we'll put another one in there a bit later. And I need to do gardens now, I think. So put down a gardener. Gonna have them in the middle. It's not gonna have a huge amount of plots, but that's fine. Consumed some space for putting in the stela a bit later. Is it built? It needs stone and what is that? What is that thing? Actually, I have no idea. Is it jewels? Artwork, right. So you want art from jeweler, I guess, right? So you need money for that. That's fine. Because that's new, I didn't see that before. That's why I was a bit confused about that. Masons made artwork. Okay, right. So they can do it. Yeah. Okay, so I probably just never noticed that. So yeah, it's gonna take him a little while to do. It's made for the goldsmith for temples, right? Makes sense. Near access to a marketplace, which that should happen eventually, if it can supply them. With all these farm sheds, we should be fine on food, probably. It still doesn't look too great, but it's probably enough. 1,200 people. Let's take a look at the unemployment. It's 1 citizen, yeah, still have 3 jobs. Which is how we want it. This one is almost done. Second Mason's camp might be good. It's just... also gonna require a lot of labor. But it will be good for later as well. So I guess I'm just gonna build it. Okay, gardeners are working. Can we do a herbalist already? We can. So we should place them down. This one works well. This one works well. Seems like still food is a bit of an issue here. Might need that second marketplace eventually. What does the food advisor say? Food grown in a year 22, consumed per year 28. So we need more. This year we harvested 51. So we might use another one. It's probably what it's saying, right? Let's do it. The hunters probably brought in some meat, so we might be okay, but another farm or two wouldn't hurt. This is a bit deceptive unless you go into the advisor to really know. Guess you want some more fruit as well. So we do have a lot of population since I have quite a few clay pits and timber yards. I think that's the main culprit. Just have a lot of people, but yeah, this should help. Also the plaza, I think I should have put it there on that stone road. It's kind of burning my eyes now. I think I'm just gonna remove it and place it like that. Freestyle missions and automatic tips for these things, but not during the tutorial, right? It's good. Might want to put that plaza in the middle there, actually. But maybe connect it up to that road. Like that. Just remove this one. This is gonna take a while to remove, I guess. Yeah, I said to remove it. We'll see. They're probably busy doing this as well. Ah, the trees. No, it's fine. They're doing it. It's just taking them a while. Okay, they removed that. We need a stone road. I'll just make it stone. It's fine. Connect that. 2 masons now, so it's good. Might want our second housing area here. But it's gonna be a lot of food as well. It's not exactly great. Okay, let's put down some muggy. So it's 3, right? 3 in the back. 4. Oh, let's start with the farming shed instead. I think it's 4 in the back, then 2 from the side, plus 1 for the canal. It's 2, 3, 4. Then you put down this, and it should be 32, yeah. Let's get some canals going. I want a new portrait yard, so let's put it down over here somewhere. That is fine. Let's put down these. Do you have no collectors yet? No. We should probably build them. It's a fair point. Our masons are gonna have a lot of work, but that's fine. Nice road. Now it doesn't draw the freaking loop when I do that. That's good. They can tax from industrial buildings as well, but they need a scenic location, right? Yeah, I guess they will cover that. The red circles are probably where they gather stuff from. That's how you can tell, right? And this is the access point to the housing. Just will require workforce, which we currently aren't swimming in, but we did increase our population quite a bit. Still have some space left. Yeah, a lot of stockpiled stuff now. Fruit is a bit scarce. That's fine. So require workforce. So this is gonna accept, what is it? Accept pork, accept, it's cloth. And then can also do muggy, I guess. Let's keep some space in here. It's gonna be fine. So with that tax, we should be doing better, I think. Developers might be an issue, so I didn't really plan too hard for that, but we can have an aqueduct through here later, so it actually works out. More religion. So our shrine. Yeah. Need a good location for that. I'm going to put it here. And then I'm thinking about another block area in here. We probably should be fine doing that. And we will certainly need the labor later because elites will require a lot of services as well. was a bit special. Not in a good way. Okay. Should be making money still, which is important. This is working now, good. It's receiving some raw goods. We'll need more industry because we have way more people than the tutorial thinks we should have at this point, I think. And so having more industry would actually be good to offset that. Just gonna put them here. We'll see how we do it in my game. Maybe we'll want another shed for it. For now it seems fine. Oh yeah, this needs to accept. Oh yeah, it does, right. It's just taking a while. Now without this marketplace it cannot get its things. So this trading post actually will go ahead and build a portrait for goods over here, I think. I'm just gonna have it here, actually. So this is going to get 8 poke and 8 cloth. And we can get some clay in here as well for construction. Yeah, the linen is the main thing that's lacking currently. It's fine. Looks to me like they're keeping it supplied. This one, yeah, was the only one without any. There's still some in the farms, so that's probably fine. We now have large cottages. That's also another skin that's different, I think. So, what does it want now? Healthcare. Consider building a sauna or a dentist. We cannot have that yet. So it wants me to... Some of your mag is too far from a shed. Is it? Okay, that's weird. Also this intersection, can you see that? It seems like it's a bit bugged visually. When there is a 3-way canal. Maybe, yeah, it's all in all of them. It seems a bit odd, like that corner is a bit cut off. It's nothing major, but just a little thing. And I need to remove that field because it's not getting covered somehow, but it should. Because it's in the... Sick. Okay, just remove it. It's fine. So we need to stockpile cloth now. And as I said, we have a lot of population, so it's probably gonna want more production than we would otherwise have to have. They want a center post, which I think it's just not covering this. Actually is part, but not all of it. So let's put down a center post. Where do we want it? I'm just gonna put it there, plus another gardener, I guess. 3 weavers should be enough for 5,000 people. I think consumption rates are similar to Caesar 3, okay. In Caesar, 1 workshop can supply around 40 houses. It's per house, it's not per human in the city in Caesar. So regardless of what the house houses as population, if it supplies, it consumes the goods at the same rate. Food is different, food is per humans in the actual housing in Caesar. Check advisor for, anyway, it's too clear. Trade and production, demand for, oh, that's good. It's good to have. Where is it? Okay, maybe we want more. Assuming everyone's in insula, yeah, but then they don't, the goods, they don't matter if it's small casa or if it's a grand insula. They will consume the same amount of pottery and furniture and oil and wine, not wine, but all the goods apart from food are consumed at a set rate, and it doesn't matter if the house has 1 person in it or if it has 100 people in it. It will still consume the goods at the same rate in Caesar. Pottery is stock, but production made, used. Cloth, 15 demand. Yeah, I think we want another one. We have 4 weavers. Maybe it just needs to stabilize, you know? Just the initial push where everyone grabs it might be happening, so just if we wait, it could happen. But anyways, I think we want another one eventually anyway, because the elites are probably gonna want it. So let's just make it happen. It's fine. And then we can do workshops over here as well. Gonna do a brewer, 2 weavers. Let's make a stone road, connect it up. Just give it some time. The housing is just hungry. Yeah. It's what I was mentioning. It's the same thing in Caesar, where you just it's called the initial feeding cycle, or it goes the same with other goods, where initially it will just take up way more because you need to give it to all of them and then also build up a stockpile in the actual market, and so it can feel like it's just gobbling down more than it should, but eventually it's gonna stabilize once the consumption just gets into its cycle. So that might be what happens. Okay, it needs a sweeper, so let's make a sweeper. I'm gonna put it here somewhere. Don't like that much, but let's put him here. It's fine. What about sweeper here? Probably has it. Yeah, the wells will get crowded soon. That's fine. We should get enough people soon, hopefully, for all our needs. Some of our brewers are too far from farm shed tending to Mage. Really? Brewers. Maybe it's gonna happen once this gets done. Center post, we have it, just not, it doesn't have employment. Yeah, it takes a while for people to immigrate. If any brewer is too far away from any farm, it will give that warning. Oh, it's just a tutorial, I know. It's this one is causing it. Okay. Let's remove it. Yeah. I know, it's fine. It happens. This was the same thing that was happening with the sweeper before, I think. Now that you have new industries in place, it would be beneficial to have an additional trade partner. The Tlatoani, who permitted us to settle on this island, have their capital in Aztec Polaco in the north, and they are open to buying our cloth and pulque. Go to the empire map using the button below the minimap. It's not below the minimap, but it's fine. Yeah, open up a new trading partner. So let's take a look at it. Aztec Polaco, open up trade for 1500 axes, and they'll be buying 5 pulque, 10 cloth, and maize. The new trader at open, you will need to allow at least one of your trading posts to conduct trade with Aztec Polaco. Either set an existing trade post to accept any of its trading as a trading partner, or preferably build a new trading post so to trade exclusively with this city. Yes, we will do that. Get 1/2. I think that was bugged. It didn't trade before, it didn't give me any money, and we were almost bankrupt before I set it to export. So it might be some shenanigans happening. I'm not sure if you were here when that was happening. But you can check the vote for it. It was the initial stuff. Initial setup of the city. It seemed like it was bugged. Okay. I'm gonna build it here. And this is going to trade with Aztec Polaco, and it's going to export pulque, export cloth. And maize, we don't need to trade that. Want a bit of a stone road over here. Stone up this. Now we should have, yeah, we had some more population move in, but we still need more. Let's see if it happens. I'll keep an eye out on services. Noble housing. Now that you have cloth and pulque in storage, you are ready to place some elite housing. Go to the housing tab and place 2 noble compounds in scenic location. Then ensure they are serviced by a marketplace, at least 1 shrine, a sweeper, a wool dipper, Tlatoani, alcove, and a herbalist. You should also bear in mind that nobles will need servants to attend them, so make sure that you have enough common housing to accommodate for a workforce. Yeah, we should have plenty of space. Education. Okay. We'll be building this over here. And then we need elite housing. I'm gonna be putting them here, I think. We'll need a new well dipper. Same with this. We should be making a lot of dosh now, which is good. This needs employment. It's gonna get it. Some of these are full, which is good. These are not. They can still accommodate more people. They want a service from an alcove. I think, yeah, this one is not cutting it, nor is this one. This one can actually cover both of them. We'll just give it time. Is the drop-down menu for selecting trade partner showing up weird? Yeah, it is. It's because I have this large UI, I think. That's what's causing it. When I click on it, it shows here, which it shouldn't, but it does when I have settings on UI scale medium. Should show here, but it's showing up there. It's even worse when you have the largest UI. But yeah, no problem. Glad to help. I really like the new UI, by the way. I like the settings that they have buttons and you have the actual brackets and things for it. It's really making it look much more professional in that way. I get that before it was like alpha basically, so you just had what works and make sure it works and then can fiddle around with the nice stuff. But definitely makes it much nicer. So we've got 2200 people now. We'll need more. Center post nearby, they demand that. I think we will build them another one then. It can be here, it's fine. And needs alcove. I'm just gonna build another one over here. To develop your housing further, you will need to provide some more amenities. A collector gathers taxes and helps to adjust minor disputes with the center, while the center post provides measure of security while taking up minimal space. Place a collector and a center post near now and ensure that each has access to at least 10 homes. Okay. Center post is not yet completed. Yeah, it's gonna be built soon. It's done. Temples and plazas. Finally, you can now build grand temples to either that on that god to allow your people to venerate the gods, and plazas to provide more space for entertainers. Your temples should ideally have access to bulk for both ceremonials and for consumption during festivals. Constructing a temple will require not only stone and clay, but also artwork from your masons and gold artwork from goldsmith. Goldsmith does not require raw materials to work, but will require cash from a nearby collector to operate. Build a plaza and a temple now to ensure there's access to at least 20 homes. Yeah, we want a temple and we need a goldsmith, so let's build a goldsmith. And we can do it here. Plus this place. Or this one. Yeah, let's reduce the maze in here. Maybe reduce the clay because we don't need it, really. And then set this for artwork. Can you do that? The gold one? No, it probably just stockpiles in it. It would be good to be able to stockpile it, I think. I would like it to be a resource. Jewelry. No, that's a resource for nobles. Okay, whatever. I think some of the southern housing might want a sweeper. Maybe. Everything it needs. Barracks, dentist, religion. Religion. I haven't built a shrine here yet, so let's do that. Plus you want the temple, which we'll build near the elite housing. And I'm gonna build a road around that, plus noble compound here, but also have, where is it? No. Gardener. Surround this with gardens. Artwork can be stockpiled at the moment, except at the masons. Yeah, makes sense. That's what I figured. Just, you know, as I said, it would be kind of handy to be able to do that. This is full at the moment. That's good. This wants a center post, really? Oh yeah, because this one isn't working. Yeah. Need more commoners. They should immigrate, hopefully. We do have jobs for them. Needs maize to develop. Looks like some of these will not get easy access from the marketplace, so we might need another. Which that's fine. Don't think that's a huge issue. Can I use some of the stone to build up these things? Does the goldsmith have collector access? It need access for smelting. It should, hopefully. No. We'll have to build it elsewhere. Good point. Because we talked about it being access to a marketplace, but maybe that has been changed to as a collector now. Yeah, it said it, so makes sense. Gonna make him here. It's gonna take a little while. It's fine. Can relocate buildings directly, by the way, I don't need to raise build. Okay. So, is there a button for it? Probably not housing, but if we want to, for example, relocate this shrine. Relocate structure, okay, right. Good to know. Hey, Florence, welcome. Gonna build a new farm to ensure that we have enough food, but also make them some fruit. Can preserve some of the jobs, stock orders that way. Most things beside housing, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's a way to prioritize which jobs are to be done and always be kept done as a priority, but I think just, you know, let it happen. At this point, it's fine. Just need more commoners, really. It should happen eventually. We have jobs and housing. It's just, you know, it's taking a while. This needs a sweeper. Let's build them a sweeper. Developers are gonna be an issue. Can already tell. I'm gonna shift this shrine over here. So we can have an aqueduct in here later. Actually, that's perfect example of when I should be doing the shift or allocate structure. So they'll just cut it over. That's how it works. I guess they don't tear it down until this one is done, and then they will destroy it. Yeah, that's good. So we'll need a reservoir here for these Vildipers later. Same thing with this. So what about our commoners? We did get a bunch of labor now, which is good. Is everything? Diversion plaza, or yeah, I guess it doesn't have plaza. I really don't want to make a second one, it's giant. I guess we will be building more commoners over here eventually, so it's probably not the worst thing to have. Just gonna make it there. So now we've got the goldsmith, which he is smelting gold into artwork. It's just taking a little while since it's only having one employee. So this wants 75 of that. So we might want this a second one. It wouldn't hurt. It's more jobs as well, which means population should grow from that. as well. Nice tools available in this game, yeah. Just relocate the existing plaza. I could, but then I'm worried that it wouldn't do its job with these. Maybe it would. I don't know. Yeah, it probably does. You can just destroy this then. But capacity service, let's remove it. We can add one later if we need it. Oh, no, cancel that. Can we cancel that? Yeah, okay. More housing development. With the full array of goods and services available, ensure that at least half of your common housing develop into large cottages and that at least 2 of your noble compounds develop into modest estates. In addition, ensure that you avoid debt, maintain a positive cash flow for at least 1 year. Okay, good. Estates should evolve once this religion gets done with the high priests. Yeah, so it employs nobles. More nutrition. Really. Yeah, we might need another granary to get stuff over here. So I'll be getting this. More nutrition here. Might need another market eventually. Maybe we want a big temple here. Let's make it. It's a nice city layout, by the way, very symmetric. Yeah, thanks. I was trying my best to really try and not just slap down a bunch of random stuff and keep access to an aqueduct later, because that's very crucial. Like, you can very easily scupper yourself if you don't do that. Did you figure out why Get wasn't allowing exports at one point? No, I told Perspective Games, but I'm not sure he was here at that point. So yeah, when we had Early Game City, it wasn't allowing. When I set my trading post to get the 1/2 this, it wasn't exporting and it just kept stockpiling, and we weren't making any money and I almost went bankrupt, so I had to switch it to export. So maybe that's a little bit bugged, but I'm not sure about that. So in modest estates, they have everything, so it's just good, and let them do their thing. How many people live in a 1-4? Okay, should be enough. They are working as captains, right? Yeah. I'll double check that, but I think get 1/2 should be okay at the moment. It wasn't working. I'm not sure if that was on me, but I had it run for a while on that setting and it just had 9 pottery sitting there for at least like 2 years. Didn't really sell anything. So, not sure. You can check the VOD to see it. If you click on my channel, go to the current stream, and then you can go back in history, like go to the start, and when I started to make pottery, and you will see that. Half of what's currently in that warehouse, I think. No, it was in this session. You just, you can also check the history of this VOD. Like, you can go back in terms of this video. You don't need to wait until it's done, until I end the stream. You can just go to my channel and go back. in that video. It's just not possible on this stream. I don't think. You need to like click on my channel in a separate tab and then click on this stream, but it will open up with a regular VOD where you have a line in the bottom. Yeah, you can find that. It's pretty easy. Well done. You are a growing town. You have a growing town fit for nobles and commoners alike. When you are ready, you now have an option of proceeding to the third phase of this tutorial. Would you like to keep your current settlement? Yes. Now that you have stable settlement with a reliable cash flow, it's time to turn our attention to matters of defense. Our island location has kept us safe from the most casual raiding, as have our Tlatoani patrons and our allies at Tlatoani, but this can't last forever. Go to the military tab and place a barracks. Ideally, it should be close enough to housing to provide security patrols, which will require a road network. Your barracks both recruit professional soldiers and provide military training to all adult men. Ensure that your barracks recruits a full complement of soldiers and trains at least 20 regular citizens. You might need to build more housing for this, and your captains will require accommodations at noble compounds. Okay. Barracks. Let's build barracks. Where do we want it? It cannot do both, I don't think, so... It could cover part of it, but we'll have 2 barracks, I guess. So let's put one here. For now. I want to keep symmetry going, so maybe having it here would be fine. I need an aqueduct here, so that's not a place we want it in. This is fine. This would keep the roads. No. Kinda not sure where to put it. I guess just go with it here. It's fine. We'll need to manufacture our stuff. Yeah, I know. It needs weapons and armor. Then whichever has more than half stock will deliver to whichever has less than half stock in theory. Okay. Seems like it could cause some back and forth though. And we'll need second barracks for this one because they need barracks. Yeah. We also unlocked Stella now. So let's build Stella. Plus something else. What about housing capacity? It seems fine. What about food? Meat seems to be a bit low. I could do with a second hunter lodge maybe. There are animals there. And here. Okay, let's put down a hunter lodge. Here. Mark is saying, I just thought he was referencing to earlier session. No. Today, when we started. It was when I built my first block, and then the game says you should build clay pits and make the pottery. And I made it, and I had my trading post get it from the pottery yard. And it did get the pottery, it just was sitting in the pottery, in the trading post without exporting it at all. Even though it had like 9 pieces. And I had to switch to pure export setting because getting the half would just not sell it, and I was almost bankrupt. So that's what was happening. Yeah, I can probably make a timestamp after the stream. If it's important, we can take a look at it later. And I think we want to add another farm shed just to make sure we have enough food. Let's make a canal. I don't like the quay side when it's built up near that. It's really nice. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed when I was saying this, like centerpiece seems to be a little bit visually bugged. Maybe it's just not implemented yet, but in some cases it seems like it's not rendering the corner properly, and it makes that little dot in the middle, which I don't think it's supposed to do that. Two warehouses were set to get 1/2. No, I had one porter yard, which was accepting, which is what you should do, which is here. And then we had one trading post, which is the one you start with, because at the start you don't really build anything else. And so it was getting, and it was getting to 1/2, and it wasn't selling it. It was just getting it here, but it wasn't selling the goods. So it was just accumulating them. Okay, need weapons and armor. But that's probably later. For now it just wants more common housing. More soldiers and more captains, right? Yeah, it's probably fine. It's a good time. This needs access to a barracks as well. Without this, just everything it needs at the moment because they have the barracks. I'll build a second barracks already, I guess. Just need to figure out where I want it, really. Which is a problem because I'm just so indecisive. Let's put it down here. One barracks for now. Okay, it says that we shouldn't be building it. You can just halt it. Tell difference between the yeah, it's the porter's yard is a small warehouse. Basically, it has less capacity and only employs one person, and it is like a warehouse. But then you have a trading post, which is one you start with. It has 3 workers. It has more capacity, and it is used for trading. So the porter's yards are actually just for goods. That's how that works. Might actually want to add another noble compound. I think we can support it, most likely. Let's put one here. So how many tiles is that? 4? So let's do that. Might need more commoners, really. Dentist or sauna. Can we build it now? Sauna. I would like dentist instead, I think. Health. We cannot have a dentist yet. Sauna needs thing later. It needs water, but we can build it here and should still get access, hopefully, from the reservoir. I need to do the same thing here, which I'm not sure where to have it. To still retain. How large is aqueduct? It's probably like 3x3, as with Caesar. But it's still, yeah, okay. So, if I have that here, it's gonna cause issues to some of the housing. Okay, so I need 2 though. This is too elaborate for 1. Anyways, so let's put 1 there and put second one somewhere over here. And then we can connect it up. We'll need to do multiple aqueducts anyways. Is that a road? Yeah, it's a road. Okay. Just make this neighborhood a little bit larger. And I'll do more commoner housing, I guess. Do a large garden there. And do some stala. And then we'll see what about services, if we need to add more. Someone needs timber as fuel. We'll need water later, yeah. Timber is here, so this one should be fine, and the second one... Oh, it might not be okay. But I kinda need it here. Which means that I'm gonna do a portrait art, I suppose. It's gonna get some timber. Weapons and armor. Now that you have professional soldiers, you need to make sure that they are appropriately equipped with weapons and armor. Go to the industry tab and place at least 2 blade knappers and 1 armor, where they can supply our barracks either directly or using portrait art for storage. Bear in mind your hunters and sentries will equip weapons and armor as well, so may wish to build more workshops to meet demand. Blade knappers will require both timber and obsidian, while armors require both cotton and salt. Obsidian should now be available for import from Tlacopan, while salt can import from Aztec. Cotton will need to be woven in by cloth weavers using cotton fiber grown in our fields. Place enough cotton fields to sustain at least one weaver's output and ensure that produce is delivered to your armor. Raids can occur now. Okay. So a lot of things you'll want. This housing should help us out with that. And I think we'll be doing the industry near our barracks most likely. So this is a trading post, right? And this could import salt. So growing our cotton here would be good. Let's place the cotton field. Let's do a canal. Make this road stone. Let's just build it at first. We'll see. We need to wait until we have slightly more people as well. This is getting all it needs, I think. The saunas haven't been built yet, so it's a thing. Also, I've built one here. Yeah, this one is gonna be good. Some of those stela will block construction sites for the gardens. Does that work like that? Okay. It seems like they built it. Maybe they cannot get at this one now. So you need to make sure they can probably get through there still. I didn't know that the stela blocks construction or pathing, but it makes sense. This, yeah. This makes it intricate. Yeah. So I'm not even sure I want the stela then, because this is gonna make it awkward. Okay, I'll just remove these. And it will also block pathing for the gardener now, which sucks. Okay. Because then I don't think I need that or want that, because then it's gonna be pretty horrendous. So that is housing. Oh yeah, the sauna. It's gonna get built. Just requires stone, which is... We are importing it, it's just taking a long while to do. We do have to place them quite carefully, yeah, okay. And they're probably better for ambience, it's just a bother. Maybe just go for gardens most of the time then. Because it's a bother. Yeah, I know, I need the industry, just... Waiting on the stone really. Yeah. We are importing it. Can do more. This one is done. That's good. This one is done as well. Nice. But this will need barracks now. I'm just gonna enable this one, I guess. But I'm liking the thought that when making this quality of life and massive breadth of utility options, yeah. You can see the, like from the last time we played as well, there is a lot of new stuff that's been made. I like the UI especially. It's a huge difference from the earlier version we played. Service capacity for a collector is full. Okay, let's put in another one. Might have the same issue with this. This porter yard is gonna later get weapons and armor here for the barracks use. We need Tlatoani. Let's build it. Where is it? It's in the housing. No, it's there. Let's build that. It's still kind of distorted. I might have to ask the GDX crew about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's distorted. I never heard it any other way, but for me, I didn't tweak any settings. This is how it came from the box, so you know, not sure what's going on with that. But if you know that's not how it's supposed to sound, then you might have to reach out. Sauna is just immediately at maximum capacity. Okay, that means that I need another one. But it's gonna have to have access to an aqueduct, which is a bother. So let's make one over here. Should help service some of that. Need 3x3 for that, so let's just no. There. That's what I wanted. And herbalist is a full capacity as well. Let's put another one down. We'll have the same issue here. Everything it will need a herbalist actually, so we can just shuffle this one to a place where it will cover more. We have some small houses now, that's good. It fits more people, which will be important a bit later. Now I need to start the industry for our armor. So this is, yeah, it has a bunch of cotton in it. So we'll need armorers. Let's put them down over here. We'll be importing salt. And we'll be doing, this can accept armor now. And we'll have to get it to this, I guess. No, it can actually get its own stuff. Okay, good. But we'll need to get armor here, which we are doing, and then obsidian is from this place. Yeah, so let's reduce something. Fish, maize can just go away. So the obsidian and blade nappers need timber as well, which we do have over here. So build 3 for now. This is accepting weapons. It's gonna just accept. And then we'll be getting those weapons to here. Can we get that with this? Probably not. Okay, I'm just... This should accept it, right? But then we'll need a porter. This one? Yeah, this one can do it. Get it weapons. The second sauna should help with the service now. Yeah. Everything. Still, the sauna is having some trouble. But it's not good. I thought this one would fix it. The welder pairs as well. I really didn't want to build them elsewhere, but okay. Since this is probably gonna grow, we will need more. So let's put in a new sauna over here, and we'll want a new well dipper as well. And we'll be doing a reservoir over here. Armors. I think I need another armor. Maybe 2 and then another farm shot for this. We'll see how good that is. We'll need a weaver for it. Cotton weavers. Right. Let's put down 2. Hopefully that solves our issues with the... Yeah, it does help. Some nice evolutions. Labor is rising as well, which is nice. Got some obsidian in there. This is getting weapons, but it's immediately being used up. Barracks need road access to a blade napper, either directly or by using portiere for storage. Barracks need road access to an armor. Okay. So we'll be doing... This one actually has it. I guess the other one wants it as well. So let's get some weapons in here. Let's get some armor as well. So this is processing it. Once more, probably fine. With that, can we support more of these? Probably can. Let's put on a cloth weaver here. It's another armor. Couple more blade nappers and what about timber? I'm thinking we add another sawyer or a couple. Really? Labor wise we should be fine. The houses did evolve. Make this into a stone road. So all of these things will need to be completed. Let's wait on that. How about our stockpiles? Meat is kinda rare. I have 2 hunters though, so it should be fine. Just let it happen. What are these people? Improvements. Yeah. We'll get some small houses everywhere. Just pretty high evolution for a commoner housing. diversion. It wants an alcove. We can do that. We should be producing enough weapons and armor now. Need to stockpile up weapons and armor. Okay, center post has full capacity over here, so I'll put down a new one. Should be okay to add it to this place. Do have 3 already. Security. Yeah, this one should cover it, right? Yeah. Civil service. This needs a worker. It's gonna happen soon. It's full of things. Just having trouble delivering it, I guess. Need to equip their weapons. Yeah, they're consuming it, so just let it happen. Do we need a second cotton farm? Probably not. Not the mugging. We have plenty of it. Right. Needs access to a sweeper. Okay. Let's put a sweeper here. Somewhere. There's no way you need fire armor, as 3 would be plenty. Yeah. So where is the armor going? Here. Now it just fulfilled that, but yeah, I'm gonna keep more. It's fine. Need the weapons. It's getting done. It's just taking a little while. Also, they're having trouble delivering it to this port yard. It's slightly too far away for them to do it efficiently, I think. We have some space here, so I'm gonna accept some weapons in here. For them to get to the other barracks, because that's the problem, getting it to this barracks. So I have 2 barracks, you know, also 2 hunters and 1 fortress, so it's probably consuming a fair bit of the military equipment. Almost done. Do I need another blade napper? I might actually need another one. So it's just 1. Yeah, okay. Field maneuvers. Now that your troops are both properly equipped and have made modicum of training, it's time for some basic field maneuvers. Click on the guard mission button on the lower screen and gather points somewhere on the map. Yeah, you can select tasks for people to do. So there's a scout mission, there's a guard mission. Guard mission is like defend, basically. And so we'll be putting this right there and then select units. And so we're gonna be, when it says soldier, it's the barracks. So let's put our soldiers on it. Redeploy. So it needs to be further away from the city, yeah. The troops need some time to marshal. It's gonna take a while. They will arrive at that location. You don't really need recon missions without a fog of war. Yeah, not really. That would be like in Majesty, basically, where you set hero missions to explore, if you are aware of that game. But Fog of War would be good, I think. Love Majesty, I can tell from the tasks. Okay, more troops are coming, that's fine. Let's give them some time. Disband our squad. Okay, let's do it. It's a bit tough to click to flag. You need to kind of hover over the thing, right? Caesar wanted me to like click on that, but that's not how it works. It would be helpful if when a task is done for attack or an defend action, if people are part of that task, if you click on any of the people that are actively going there, it would select the unit. But then again, you have individual things, so there might be a situation where you want to click on an individual person for some reason. So maybe that's why you don't have that. You need to place guard mission away from the city. I just did. It said to disband it. Need to assign 2 captains. Yes, we had 4 before. Begin it. So let's give them some time. It said you should disband it. Oh, whatever. Maybe this is gonna solve it. Maybe it wanted me to redeploy it. You should redeploy your guard mission. Okay, right. It wants to teach me that I can send them elsewhere. You need to place a royal palace. One constraint on the ability to expand our armed forces is that our armies need nobles to lead them. In order to attract more nobles to your city, you will need to either construct more noble compounds, provision them with more goods and services, or both. In the short term, you can build a royal palace to house your family and other noble guests that might like the other accommodations. Go to the housing tab and place your royal palace in the foundation that's both attractive and reasonably safe from invasion. As with temples, the royal palace will require both artwork and gold artwork to construct, along with other usual building materials such as timber, clay, and stone. The palace is a unique structure and can only be built once. In addition to housing guests, palace staff also supervise your collectors, minimizing loss of tax income due to corruption and incompetence. This should improve overall cash flow and the settlement is large enough. You can also now place stela and mosaics to improve the ambience of your neighborhoods. As your city grows, you may wish to build more mason camps to keep pace. Okay. Build a royal palace I wanted here. Let's put stone road there, plus yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I don't think we wanted anything else. So let's just build that. So that's gonna be quite expensive, right? Yeah, a lot of timber, a lot of stone, a lot of artwork. But it can be done. I wanted food. Overview the stockpiles. Seems fine. Can take a look at the advisors, I guess. We still have some leeway, but fruit actually is being depleted at a faster rate than we are growing it. It's just tough to really do a full farm share of fruit because of how it works. Because fruit is not as the other crops. Well, let's just put this here. It's 3, 4. Let's make a canal here. Actually more? No. This is how it should be. Then we want a path. I'm gonna do stone one, I guess. This is gonna be awkward for fitting aqueduct later. I'll have to do something awful. Like this, I guess. Because I don't think it can traverse through there. What I could do is just remove this road. It's really superficial. Yeah, I know. It's just the roads are sometimes also hard to spot, so I just like the stone once so that I can see at a glance. Danger ahead. Well done with our palace build, you should be able to house the captains for another barracks if you so desire. Though the troops at your fortress are huntable, witches can also be recruited for defense. Know that you can use danger map overlay under military tab to assess where invasions are most likely to arrive from. You may wish to place walls and towers to provide your troops with defensive advantage against raids from certain areas of the map. Nearby fortresses and barracks will automatically send troops to patrol along walls, but you can also place guard missions on walls and towers directly. Okay, military tab. Safety. No, danger map. Invasion might come from here. Somewhat exposed to invasion. Somewhat exposed. Relatively safe. So I guess it's gonna come from here, most likely. So we could do with some towers and gatehouses and walls if we really want to, but the game doesn't say we should build them, so I'm not gonna bother. But the deal was I want an aqueduct here later, so that's why I kinda had to scupper that road a bit, but it doesn't matter, it should be fine. Okay, better education. We can have a library. It's just a bit massive. Let's build it. Build it here. And I'm probably gonna go ahead with some stela, I guess. Could also do mosaics for the ambience, which we probably should build a couple. It's like Plaza and Caesar, it's gonna be really good for desirability. It's just expensive to do. Enemies on the march. Scouts report that an invading army from Tlatoani is heading to our city. They're expected to arrive within 1 month from the southeast. So southeast is here. The scouts and other report some raiders intend to assault our city and have provided information about the most likely time and direction of their assault. Be sure to read their report if you have not already done so. You can open it in your journal. Use guard strike missions to mobilize and live half your troops. Okay, I'll strike. Put it here and put all the soldiers in it. I'm not gonna use my palace people. Just troops from the barracks should be enough. Party of raiders has arrived. We will murder them. Did we lose people? Yeah, we lost 2. Raider speed, that's a lot of corpses. Metro City is safe for now, we can concentrate once again on growth. Go to the industry tab and build a furniture. Okay, disband that. Ah, that's a bug. It's kinda hilarious. Can you see that? He's dragging the corpse away. It would be kind of cool if you could scavenge some of the equipment from them as well. But yeah, that's... Let's bring someone back for first aid? Okay. It's interesting. Isn't aware there's a concept for that. I guess that's... it's good to have. Later we might have an animation for it. For now it's just kinda... hilarious. Okay. So this requires employees, right? It's fine. Furniture needs road access to the Sawyer, either directly or by using Porter Yard for storage. Furniture needs road access to a trading post with obsidian. Assign half your troops available to guard and strike missions. Why? I guess you should have that at all times, maybe. Will they return to eat and all that in between? So furniture wants obsidian as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's make it 2. I'll need to go ahead and do... maybe make a new portrait yard, because we were stretching this trading post quite a bit already. Let's make this here. It's gonna accept furniture. Looks bizarre in the moment. Still asking for guard strike missions, that might be a bug. Yeah, it's asking me to do that. Half of my troops. I'm gonna leave that for now until we recover the numbers. So the Sawyers. Looks like we still have some timber left, so it's fine. Moravia elite housing needs develop into large estates. Some modest estate. It wants a dentist or house of healing. Health. I cannot have it. It's not unlocked yet. It's probably bugged the objectives somehow. This is not what's supposed to happen, I don't think. Because I don't have access to these things. This is the health and education tab. I don't have access to those. And also it wants me to do this, even though it really shouldn't. Let's put our soldiers in this mission. I think it's bugged. Do you want a save file? I think you will want a save file. I'm gonna send you the save file. If the states are complaining about healthcare, your herbalism like herbs. I'm gonna look at that. You're able to get to tutorial 4? Okay. Just odd. Without my herbalist system. It has herbs in it. This one is covering them. This one has herbs as well. Sona is also giving healthcare and it does cover them. So their health is at 25 out of 30. You know, the quest seems odd. It didn't say anything about that before. Just suddenly said you should make them. Also this. I cannot fulfill that. It's half of my troops at least. It's not finishing that. It was disbanded. There's no point having it. What is this? Center post. Okay, let's build it somewhere. Let's make a new one here. It wants me to build large estates, but I've given them everything I can, really. Yeah, I think it's stuck. I don't have access to additional things, and I'm giving them all the health that we can. I cannot make a dentist unless it's somewhere here for some reason. No, they're getting sauna, they're getting sweeper, they're getting herbalist, which has herbs, and it still isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. It wants me to click on the journal. Military basics, no. Troops return, sit in debt. Invasion beaten. Enemies at the door, enemies on the march. Click on that. Why does it want me to? Error, no message. I didn't send anyone anywhere, so that might be the thing you mentioned where the army was supposed to be sent somewhere, but it doesn't really come to fruition. Might be lacking timber. Yeah, maybe. No, they have it. The other one... This one doesn't have it. I'll need... Yeah, okay, furniture, no. Let's do 4 salt, let's do... timber. I cannot get it. I'll need a portrait. We do have one here. It's kind of full of stuff. Let's make a new one. This one is going to get timber. And furniture as well. Should be making it, right? Let's accept some timber over here as well. White wound, an extra sawyer. They're producing it, it's just taking a while. That's all my soldiers. Click begin mission. Redeploy. Redeploy. All troops to Marshall. Yeah, and it's also showing me I should be viewing history, but ball court. Of all military staff, I think what it wants. The ping on the history tab is for looking at the scout report, ignore it, okay. Yeah, I did look at it, it just didn't stop pinging. Because that was danger ahead, raiders incoming, raiders arrive. Enemy at the door was also here. I also clicked on that, invasion beaten. Enemy on the march, but it doesn't do that. Half of the all military stuff. I'm gonna have to give them hunters as well then. Or sentries. Everyone, yeah, okay. So can I disband it now? Yes, okay. Good. Now the sauna should be getting its timber, it is. More diversion. It wants a ball court now, okay. So it needs to have everything done. Oh, this is massive, okay. But you want it. Just need to figure out where to build it. I'm gonna have it here. Okay, go back. I'm gonna probably check the housing advisor. How much space is left? Space for... Oh, we have a lot of space for commoners. Okay. Check them all in. Okay. Yeah, at least it went away. That's good. Need development to large estates. Good. Be building this. You have a lot of space for commoners, just... Apparently, I don't see that space anywhere. This is all full. Oh, these are evolving into large houses now. Because of furniture. Right. I think I need another furniture workshop. Let's build another alcove here. So that is the space. We are getting furniture to this as well, I guess. Maybe get more. We just need to build up a stockpile, really, that's the problem. Is there an option? It would be great if I could just vacate the maze from this. Because I've set it to not accept any, but it still holds some of it. Okay, the wells are full again. It would, if I evolve them, it would solve it, but can't do that yet. This would be too far away from that. I could move the herbalist maybe. Because it doesn't need to be exactly there. Then I can put a well dipper in here instead. Could probably delete a couple of armorers, snappers now if you want to free up labor. Yeah, we could. We have space though, it's a lot of population actually. So I think we'll be okay. So more people can probably still move in. Just need more water here. And I'm thinking we add a couple of mosaics to evolve some of these services. Let's get some stuff going. Not there. It's probably gonna be quite expensive, yeah. It's fine. This is done now. Oh, it wants quite a few workers, I see. Right. Let's remove some of these. Plus blade napper. Keep the rest going. This is absolutely full, it just doesn't have very nearby depot for accepting it. It is accepting it here. It should just accept, not get. So that you can free it up for other places. This one can actually accept much more. So that should free up some timber from there, yeah. So bulk cart is done. It is providing services. Dentist or house of healing. It has timber. It has timber. They have herbs. They are getting 30 health. It needs furniture now. Okay. Yeah, it just took a while to get it up, I guess. With one of the services. Yeah, furniture. We are getting it here. It's just not happening because we need more of it. Because this is all eating it. It's gonna take a while to stabilize it, so I guess another furniture for now would be good. Let's build it. And we might want another sawyer over here somewhere. Or do we make them elsewhere as well? We could have one here, but that's not helping anyone. Let's just put one here. It's fine. It's gonna deliver to this warehouse. This one is gonna get that timber. There's a third sauna up top. Is there? I didn't remember building 3 of them, but I probably did. Veldiper sauna. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have it. That's a problem. I don't have a porter yard nearby, right? No, I do. Timber. Get it. So if all the other ones have it, but this one doesn't, if it provides service, then it's gonna cause problems. So furniture. Let's hope it happens soon. As soon as it's delivered, it's just immediately eaten. So it's using it to develop these houses, which is good. It's just, oh yeah, this one's sauna as well. This one actually is full on capacity. I might want this one, which it would grab timber from here, I think. So that's fine. And then water can be brought here. You'll probably have a lot of commoners, so no need to expand this city at all. Should be enough. Yeah, this should, it has everything it needs, good. It's good timber to make the sauna have coverage. This one is being built. And hopefully the furniture is gonna stabilize now. What does this one want? The citizen here would prefer home closer to their workplace. Where do they work? Amenities, health, civic goods. Can I see where they work? Maybe citizens? Barracks, drills. Small home. I cannot tell where they work, I don't think. Maybe no. Consider building a ball court nearby. I mean, we can. It's just not what I want. What about our nobles? We have some employed nobles, I think. And 11 space for nobles. How many can you fit in a royal palace? 6. Okay, I'm gonna build a ball court for these then. That's the massive structure. What is it? Oh, I can only have one. Right. So that's gonna that's gonna provide, yeah. Just needs time. Already full on service again. These don't, but that's an issue. This is 8 tiles. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this wouldn't that would be too far, I think. Just wouldn't work. Shifting this granary would be good if I could shift it. Yeah, this is annoying. I cannot do it there. Okay, let's put this granary here then. I hope that will shuffle the food as well. Probably not. Relocate the fortress. Oh yeah. We could. Oh, it cannot. It doesn't have. Oh, it's just, that's the person, right? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to fortress over here. But they'll be building this. Well done, with your city's reputation as both a military and economic cultural power cemented, you could become a powerful player in the region. When you are ready now, you can have the option to proceed to the fourth phase of this tutorial. Would you like to keep your current settlement? Yes. The recurring raids from Tlatoani are an insult that can no longer be tolerated. To put a stop to these incursions permanently, you'll need to pacify their city. Go to the Empire map, select Tlatoani, and assign enough captains to a strike mission to crush their defense. Okay, we'll see how powerful they are, so let's take a look. These are the enemies. And conquer the city. They have 2 divisions. Right. I'm gonna put all my soldiers on it. I want to build a granary here. It's just... yeah. Granary... put it... oh, it cannot be there, right. Yeah, let's wait on the fortress to be relocated, I guess. But this one works as well. Forces have departed to lay siege. Expected to arrive within 1 month. Okay. Move the granary back. Yeah, I want it. It's just this needs to be deconstructed first. Well done, your army smashed the Coco's defenses, and they are now cowed and fearful vassals of our empire. They're not available as trade partners, so should trouble our city no further, at least for a time. Okay. Troops victorious. Our forces were victorious in the siege. They are now our vassals and will expect to pay us tribute. Okay. But money is not really an issue. So are the estates. This one isn't getting all the health. Maybe a herbalist isn't covering it properly. Well, it should be. Can I tell? 70% access to well water. Alright. It's gonna get better once we water that. Furniture is plentiful now, which is good. These should be evolving as well. So what's our current objective? We don't have an objective yet. Okay. I'm gonna wait on troops to return, I guess. Security post for this one. This one there. Let's put it here. Is this when we do water? Yeah, it didn't actually trigger, but we can build this now. So there is a freshwater spring over here, and so that you want to do that. Also, we should be making our own stone, which we can. There's stone here or here, but we can use this. Quarter some stones. Let's do a portrait over here. So you'll accept stone over here. Should preserve from granaries are located. Good, good, good. Yeah, I noticed they kept it. Might consider building an additional farm shed actually. So I don't want to. It's how many tiles is that? Always forget. Looks like it's 4. Yeah. So there. this fucked up eye. That was not good. Okay, let's put it back. Canal. Let's put it there. Hopefully we'll get the quarries done soon enough. Fortress is relocated, that's good. Dentist. Can we have access to dentists now? Yes. They will need high ambience, but this seems like a good enough place to have one. Same with this. And I'm probably gonna give them a couple of mosaics. Make sure that they operate. Might like granary access at the moment. Alright. Yeah, some of them, they can deliver to market, but still having the granary is good. Let's put it here. It's going to accept 20, 20 and 20 meat. Labor should not be a concern. Some probably won't produce much. It's fine. Nobody's working there at the moment. It's probably gonna take a little while for them to figure it out. And immediately the dentist is crowded, right? Let's put in another one. Some probably will be crowded as well, right? 80% would be safer to have another one. It can have access through here, right? No. Doesn't work like that. Let's put it down over here. So, did we stop making stone? No. Why? Staff are busy elsewhere at the moment. Where elsewhere? With one job? Ambience is bad. Oh. We can just spend our stuff on a couple more mosaics in these blocks. It would help. So never hurt. It's gonna be a project, but that's fine. Maybe save the game and send it. Yeah, sure. Not sure what the stonecutters are doing, really. It seems like it's too big of a save file. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to zip it. Because I guess you didn't optimize the files yet. So they're actually quite large at the moment, it seems. Is it this? No. This. That's it. Penguin Discord and I'll send my email. No, it's not a problem. I just zipped it so you can unzip it. But some zip. I also need to check something real quick. Okay, that's done. What was the issue? Oh yeah, we didn't even have the festivals tutorial, which we should. We didn't have any tasks. I think it kind of broke. And also the stonecutters are just not doing their work. Even though they have labor, they are busy elsewhere at the moment. Collector. Sure, can add a collector. The residential walls and gates, okay. Gonna have that. Collector. Kinda forgot where that is. Is it in the housing? Yeah. It's really here. Give me a day or so, I can properly patch whatever's going on there. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I can at least, without the tutorials messages, we can still go ahead and do the water, because I want to connect it. That's what's supposed to happen. The new patch is probably gonna break the save game though, like it did last time. So, you know, just in the off chance that it actually will, I might just do the water and then we can wrap up this video. It has been 3 hours already. So just show people how the water and causeway works, and that might be it. And then we'll see whenever you can figure out whatever's happening. It clearly is some sort of bug going on, but it's not that crucial. We can still do the water, I think. So let's take a look. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I think people should see it, since this is the second time we are playing. It would be good to show people. Right, let them clear that. Also need... Let's go into farming, Chinampa. And let's make this into... Actually don't need to dry it, but I like to do it. Let's do it. Gonna do the same thing here. Minor patches will break existing saves. Then what happens if I need to record new data on the saves? Okay, right. So if it's bug fixing, then it might just be fine if you load up the old save. That would be good. But we'll see. We'll see if we manage to get the water done. So you need water, like in Caesar, if you want to evolve houses past a certain level. And also, if you give access to fresh water from a reservoir to your saunas or well dippers, they will actually have a bonus. And so that's how you want to do it. You need to bring water here, but it's not just any water. It's not like in Caesar where you can just connect any sort of pond. It needs to be a cistern that has access to this spring here, which is a fresh water source. I can see when it's filled up, which will mean that it will actually have access. It's just a bit finicky at the moment, so it's a bit tough to fit it where you want it or need it. You can clear rocks as well, but yeah, so that one would work, for example. So we'll want to have a cistern that's gonna have access to this, which is a freshwater spring. And then you want to bring aqueduct across. Unfortunately, it's gonna require building an aqueduct causeway, which means that you need to build it from here to the other side, and it needs this to be dried up swamp so we can actually place it properly. And then you can see it doesn't reach throughout the whole thing, which means that you have to build incremental small little islands to tailor the aqueduct around to the other side. And not only you need an aqueduct causeway, but you also need a regular causeway, which is like a road that goes across the river as well. So that's what we'll need to do. So first let them dry the swamp. This is the first time actually showing it. And so it costs resources to do this. It is 50 clay and 25 timber, which is 1/4 of a unit of timber and half a unit of clay. And they will bring it here and they will start to dry it up. And it takes a while until it dries up and it turns into meadows when there was a swamp in the place before. So let's give it some time. It takes a while to do. It has several stages. You can see some of it's green, some of it's like just little bashes. So it's gonna just cover it up. This temple, I needed to relocate it because you cannot place a cistern where it has adjacency, where it needs access. And so that's why it wouldn't allow me to do it. So in the meantime, we can go ahead and start placing aqueducts, or cisterns rather, so I need them. This sauna is not gonna get it, I don't think, but oh well. It's just how it is sometimes. It can provide access to structures within 8 tiles, and it needs stone access to it. I think 8 tiles might be a little bit too restraining currently, because it's really rough to fit it when your city is scrappy. And this one, I tried to not have it scrappy, but it still is. So it might be a bit frustrating to some people. I'm just gonna put that in here actually, because it can service both of them that way. Cut that off, and then we'll need an aqueduct system, and we'll bring the aqueduct through here. So let's build it. Right here. It can have roads coming through it, like you saw right there. So I'll be putting this right here. We'll be doing a road that's gonna allow access in certain places, so we don't have to walk around it at all times. Now this will also require its own water access, so let's just make it happen. And this is all gonna require a lot of stone. So that's gonna be a thing. We cannot bring it across canals. Maybe causeway would work. No, that's a shame though. That would be kind of important. Because now I cannot bring it over. Oh, I could just do it this way, I guess, but might have to build one tile of aqueduct causeway over the canals. Yeah, that's what I want. It's just not allowing me to do it. No. It won't allow me to do it. I'll have to figure something out. For now they have their work cut out for them. Let's bring this here. It's gonna be a lot of stone that we need to do. Delete the canal, then we place the aqueduct causeway. Will it allow the water to continuously flow now? I'm worried it will fuck it up. But, oh, okay, first we just do the rest, because otherwise they wouldn't do it, and that would dry up the canals for a significant period of time, I think. So let's just wait. Until they build it, which they should. Quite quickly, they are building this already, which makes sense. It has access to the stone. Unfortunately, this one just it isn't producing because it didn't trigger the objective, so I guess it doesn't realize that we have access to stone in the city. No, we do have it displayed. Okay, it's just a bug, just ignore it for now, it's fine. Okay, so let them build all the things. It's gonna really take a while, so just run it on speed. Functional as both aqueducts and as a canal, okay. So it will be okay, I just need to make sure. We cannot prioritize construction, I don't think, so it would be actually good to have that as a thing. Prioritize something. So I'll need to just make sure we build it only after we get all this done. Otherwise they will sit on it forever. They're currently building this. And the swamps are being dried up, as I talked about before. Plaza, it wants plaza. Cannot give them plaza. This one is still good. 77% though. I could give them a new one, but still I don't want to. I also built the mosaics so it wouldn't go on top. We would need to remove them first. Gonna have one here, it's fine. What about this? Marketplace, really? It's probably struggling. And that was security. Might have to build a second marketplace over here. It's gonna have access to some stuff, so it should help. So yeah, it's getting kind of full. Okay, they built that, they built that. It's just gonna take them a while, yeah, they're on it. One or two extra mason yards would be good. Should probably say that in tutorial. I have two. But yeah, if you think we need another one, I think it's just stone most likely. No, we have some stone sitting around. Okay, let's go with another mason's yard then. Where is it? Industry? No, it's here somewhere. Mason's yard, engineering. Alright. Let's put one down. Yeah. Just not used to the UI that much yet, so just, you know, sometimes I'm just looking through where something is. I know health, that one I memorized quite quickly, but the other, and farming, but otherwise a lot of the stuff like housing is fine as well, but some of the other stuff is just not clear to me just yet. But the categories are good, it's just, you know, it takes a while to memorize it all. So after this is done, we'll be making that aqueduct canal over, and then this. Should have the third one, yeah. So the second market should help. Yeah. Should reduce the strain on that one, hopefully. That cistern is done. This one is being done as we speak. Okay, it's time to remove this. Would be good to be able to build it across it, like, you know what I mean, right? Just build it on it so that it happens only when they actually are able to do it. Even though it seems like when I cut it, it didn't interrupt the water. Maybe that's a visual bug. Not sure. No, it's built. Yeah, also might be good to visualize. It seems like the grass is peeking through, like a sort of a hole in it. Would be good to visualize that you can use it for that. This is still being dried up. as a swamp, but we can start to bring the aqueduct now. Start to bring it this way. Plus we want a road as well. And that's because we want a causeway across. So let's bring it here. Okay, barracks are full. I could do with another one, but it actually is a service. Like they want barracks because it's their requirement. That's fine. Let's not bother with that too much right now. It's not what we're here for. So let that dry up. It's taking a little while. So I'll be building this in the meantime. We can start to plan the aqueduct, I guess. Not yet. It needs this to be properly dried up. First. Okay, let's start to build, actually want it here, and then we do causeway, then we do Chinampa in the river, connect up. So it's really a logistical feat to bring fresh water from the spring to your city unless it's very close, which on this map it's across the river to teach you how it's done. But I think on the custom maps you might have it closer. Improved sweeper, we need a new sweeper. And a security is also lacking. So add these services down. Plaza, or alcove rather, it's also lacking. Can put one here, it's fine. So that's Chinampa, and they will be building this. It's gonna take them a little while. And the masons will build it, it's just taking them a little while. And they need access from the causeway to build the aqueduct. Might actually want another mason's yard, I guess. Just to get stuff done quickly, because it's taking a little while. It's unfortunate the stone cutting doesn't work, because that's also going to be a limiting factor, I think. Okay, managed to get across here. So let's go this way. Let's do a causeway as well. Another Chinampa. Let's do a road. Let's do an aqueduct. See, they built a causeway here already. Okay, it's done. Good. Causeway, it's gonna connect up to that. Aqueduct still needs the tile to dry up properly. And they have access to this now, which they will want to build that cistern. Let's bring the aqueduct over. It's a bit lagging when I draw that. Could you open the last message in the history and hit proceed? Message, goals, pacify rival. Conquest successful. Proceed, okay. Need to connect your systems together with aqueducts. Oh, it's heavily lagging now, okay. To develop your city to its highest point, you will need to provide it with fresh water from local spring. However, the nearest source of fresh water is on the far side of the northern shore of your island. This means you will need to construct an aqueduct to conduct water to your city. Go to the engineering tab and build aqueducts and aqueduct causeways to connect with the spring at one far shore. Since aqueduct causeways have a limited range, you may need to construct artificial islands at regular intervals across the channel using Chinampa construction. You can also use causeway to bridge over the gap and allow road access for regular maintenance. Causeway will need to run precisely adjacent to your aqueduct to ensure that your masons can have construction access. Choose your bridging point with care. You may also wish to use an aqueduct causeway to allow the aqueduct to penetrate your city's walls. Note that the aqueducts will need to be terminated by cisterns at each end to in order to capture store fresh water for distribution. If there is bad lag at the moment, there might be a problem with pathfinding. Yeah. It probably is. When I was building this, that's when it happened, when they got access to the other shore. I can send it to you if you want, but I think they will be fine. They just try to figure it out. Yeah, now it's fine. It still has some slowdowns, I guess. Okay. When you run it, it has some slowdowns, but I'll have to pack the file again because it's too large to send right away. I need to find it. There it is. And you will need to drive the swamp. I don't think you can make aqueducts across the swampland. No, you cannot. Chinampa. So we want it. It's gonna connect from here to there. And then bring it like this. Cancel that. I'll let them do it. It's gonna take them a while, but that's what we have to do. No, yeah, it's fine. I just sent it. And there's also the issue if you've seen before, this corner piece, even though it is within the farm's range, was not counting and didn't let me proceed until I removed it with the Maggie fields. It's kind of weird. So, how do you do on night soil anyway? Yeah, this one has full amount. Some of them don't have any. This one has 7. It's more than it should. Yeah, they do have quite a bit of it, actually. Okay, almost done. Just this Chinampa needs to be built. So all this is gonna take a little while to do. Oh yeah, they're also building this. they go here and they do a bit of work and then they go away. It's fine. Maybe it's too far away for them to really do it properly without them running out of energy, I guess. Like they need to come back. Also, this academy is full. Locale, need to build that. Let's make a new one here. The barracks is annoying, but I didn't want to make a new one. Just ignore that. So how about the construction? They're building it. Build this, they're building that. So what I've done now, the cistern. It's gonna reduce the strain we have on our stuff. They should do the swamp drying next. Maybe after the causeway is done, which they are doing right now. Having a small settlement on the other side with a couple of mason yards would probably speed up things in the future. This is almost like monument building missions, yeah. I get it, it's just, you know, for something as simple as water, it's really annoying to have to do that, but it's also because of the large map size now, but that's fine. I think the large map size is good to have choices where you set up your stuff. But yeah, building a new settlement, you could do that. Okay, did they do what's necessary? Let's build a causeway. And an aqueduct. No, it's compared to like Caesar, I just plop it down. This is a insanely elaborate of how you have to design it. Not to mention the 8 tiles range on these. It's really tough. Sometimes something's just like 1 tile off and it's really annoying to get it in where you need. So, you know, if I was to suggest something, I would probably suggest buffing it to like 10 tiles each instead of 8, to at least have that little bit of leniency with the cisterns, because it's really rough to fit it in amongst your already pre-built stuff, like this sauna for example. Like, it's not gonna get access from that. It's a shame. I could just build it somewhere here, I guess. Just, you know, sometimes I just don't want to. Okay, that's a dentist. What about this now? They are drying it up. It's just gonna take a while again. We can do road. Chinampa. I could buff it up to 20 tiles, there's no problem. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not much work for you to do it, but as I say, it's just a balance suggestion really, and it depends what you want with the game. It's your game, so, you know, if you feel like you want people to really plan ahead and have very little forgiveness in terms of what they can do, then it's fine, you can have that. Just as a player, telling you how it feels, that it feels a bit too restrictive, in my opinion, where it's just you need to really plan for it hard. And even like this, I feel like I already just made a couple of mistakes, and I tried my best to have the layouts as symmetrical as possible. I still kind of failed, so yeah. Let's put this here. And swamp drying is going well, just needs some time. So let them do it. So I feel like anything like 10 or 12 tiles would be fine in terms of balance, and to provide people with some semblance of like more reach, because currently the cisterns do feel like it's 8 tiles is not a lot. It's not a lot in the game. Especially when you need to reach like inner areas with that. You could bring the water in the blocks, it's just very difficult since you usually crowd it up quite a bit with the service buildings. It's not ideal for a tutorial sequence since you build up a settlement gradually, and aqueducts work best if you plan settlement from day one. Yeah. That's what we talked about before. I know. It's a difference when you play a custom map where you just have these things in mind from day one, as you say. While here you just kind of develop it as you get unlocks. Which does make sense, it's just... You know, still think it's probably worthwhile to have it reach at least a bit further, if possible. I need a new sauna and a herbalist. Herbalist can go here. Sauna will need to go this side. Is fine. It's not great, but I don't suspect we'll need to do much else, so that's fine. Let's get an aqueduct going. Hopefully they'll drive this swamp quickly. I think they are doing it, it's just taking them a while. Because they need to physically interact with it until it's done. It has several stages, I think. Or it's condition, right? So just build it. It visually changes as they build it. We're almost there, almost connected. Yeah, the sauna is full here. It's fine, this one is gonna help it. Maybe we are having issues with clay. Yeah, I think we need another clay pit. It's been gobbling down all of our clay. Let's do a couple of clay pits. We should have the labor for it. That shouldn't be a problem. It's a lot of population. I don't think I ever had as much. Also, when you hover over it, it still says 230 out of a 10,000 or 100,000. So it's a broken thing. I mean, it doesn't... You hover over the number is fine, but the head displays the wrong population. Okay, we need the clay pits. They are done, so that's gonna help, I think. Almost there. Do a bit of a road to access these points. And one more tile. That's done. So when they do it, we should see water being brought to the city. Okay, that's done. Now we need that. Also, this ramp is not done yet. It is crossable, but it's not traversing the water yet. Timber looks fine. Clay should be fine as well now. Okay. Basins and plumbing. Now that you have solar systems in place, you should use these to improve your ability to provision clean water to your citizens. Systems provide plumbing access to water structures within 9 tiles. So it's 9 now, okay. As long as they have a stone road connection. You can use this plumbing overlay of the engineering tab to check this. Extend plumbing access to your systems, at least 1 metal per, okay. Yeah, so we should have access to these now. Yeah, they are evolving, so basin. You can see there's a visual change to these buildings as well when they get access, which is really nice. You also get, what is it? When we have a sauna nearby, which we do somewhere. Like here, this should evolve into local ambience improves. It's probably this one, right? Ambience, which means just let's do some plaza or a plaza mosaic. Let's put them down around these as well. I'm sure I have another one somewhere. Actually, I have quite a few, I'm sure. Large estates now. Sauna. These might need the ambience. Steam baths, right. That one is done as well. This one might need it. Check the plumbing overlay. Yeah, we could also do that, but it says ambience. It doesn't say plumbing. It's a bath. This one should have it, but it doesn't. Maybe it needs straight up. Yeah, it counts roads like that. I get it. Okay, so a cistern here would work. You could just shorten it at another road. Like this. That would work. Plus, that one isn't getting it, and it's not gonna get it. 1 tile of road. Like there. Could have been, yeah. This one is never gonna have it though. It's unfortunate. Can I relocate something? This thing. Lapukale. Just remove it. Remove this bath. Kale. And health. So, there. Otherwise, this one, oh yeah, it also wants the access directly from there, right? That should help, hopefully. Yeah. Gods and festivals. Alright, so as the city grows in size, the gods will expect tribute and homage commensurate to your growing stature. There are 6 gods in total who need to be appeased. If you please them, they may bless you with favorable harvests or victory in war. Displease them, and they may rain ruin on your city and your people. Your citizens also appreciate festivals as an opportunity to unwind and lift spirits. Go to the legend advisor on your advisor's panel. There's an owl missing. And schedule at least 1 festival now. You may select the deity to which the festivities are dedicated and schedule the festival to recur each year if you wish. Okay, so it's going to the religious advisor, which is health, education, entertainment, religion, and these are the festivals. So you have different kinds of festivals. Rites of fertility, the assessing of water. So you can do a festival, and you can this is the god that you dedicate it to. And then you also can set it to be recurring. And so I'm gonna just activate the festivals, and then we'll switch it to different gods. And it looks like we've got... Isn't there supposed to be 6 guards? Yeah. No. Yeah. This one. So let's just add it. Does it matter which guard is with which thing? If it does, you should make it so that the harvest guard is only, like, you can only do a festival with harvest related stuff to him. Otherwise it's a lot of figuring out. But if it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. More amenities. To develop your elite housing to the highest possible tiers, you will need to provide additional amenities. If you go to the housing tab, you can now place Kalmakak. Provide education to the children of nobles, while the dentist, house of healing, and house of song under the amenities tab will provide healthcare and entertainment. Okay. At the moment, no, the timing of festivals doesn't matter, okay. House of Song. House of Healing. The Academy for Nobles as well. Must be at least 1 tile away from structures. This doesn't really fit too well. Oh, put it there. And then House of Healing. Feathers and Trade. Your choosiest nobles will also require jewelry and cacao in order to satisfy their demands. Build a jeweler under the Register tab to supply your pottery arts, and ensure at least 2 loads are stored there. You will need to import jade and feathers for jewelers as well as cacao from the city of Malinaco in the south. Be sure to establish trade there for that purpose. Okay. Change eventually though, okay. Seems like I cannot go down. Maybe that's the edge of the map. So it does it sell? Feathers, jade, and cacao, all of it. Open it up. Need collector access as well, okay. Alright. So we want a trading post. We want it close to... I guess you can have it here. Collector access should be from here, yeah. Let's make a stone road. And jewelers. This is going to go trade with Molinarco. It's gonna import cacao. It's gonna 8 cacao. It's gonna import feathers and jade. We don't need to export anything. Money seems fine. And so it's also gonna accept jewelry and maybe a bit more cacao and jewelry. And then we'll do portrait art for our nobles in here. Portrait art, which is going to get cacao and jewelry. And labor should be fine, I think. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, we have some employment, unless it's all nobles. Space for, oh yeah, we don't have any space for commoners left. That is an issue, but we can fix it fairly easily. Just put down some extra houses on this side. Make sure the ambience is good. One of the estates devolved because of sauna had to be moved. Yeah, it's possible. I saw that. That's why I hovered over it. It has everything it needs now, so it's probably fine. Just took a while to build up the structures back. Now the upgraded services also have higher capacity, I think, which is good, and also provides better buffs. So it satisfies what it needs better. Top level palaces is pretty tough. Okay, yeah. I don't suppose we will be able to get them because I didn't really plan for them much. I just put them down whenever I could, and I suppose that's not how that really works. When you want to have them achieve that level. We'll see. A lot of festivals. It's wasting a lot of my money because we set a lot of festivals. Also imports are probably now happening. It's not happening yet. But it will be eventually. House of Healing needs plumbing access. Okay. I didn't realize that. It makes sense. Plumbing? No water supply. Plumbing. Yeah. Okay. Let's put it here. I'm just gonna put it closer actually. The cistern kind of needs to be like in Caesar. You don't really want your aqueducts or your reservoirs to be close to housing. In here you do, and it's also different. So also still kind of wrapping my head around that. Will not cost several months travel time. Right. Yeah, makes sense. It's further away than the other trade routes, so it's just, you know, let it happen. Eventually it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be fine. Gonna probably accept more feathers and change them, so that we can get as much as possible out of that. It should arrive soon though, hopefully. And we have the common housing now, which is good. They already got a whole bunch of people in them. Fancy houses now, yeah. Small houses. This one, fancy house, okay. Pinnacle of development, right. Yeah, it's the services that were necessary, yeah. But sweepers are at capacity now. Let's put down another one. And this well dipper is also full, even though these are not. It's just this one isn't getting access. I cannot get him a cistern. So I'm gonna be putting out a well dipper here, I guess, to help out with side, at least. And I could remove this mason, maybe. I mean, we don't need it, but just that sweeper. Yeah. We are building a new one. That should help out immediately. The barracks is something we would have to expand as well. Just don't really want to do it. So this has, yeah. It has access now. Needs access to better religion, so they want another temple. That's the same temple, isn't it? No, it's not. It just looks the same, right? And we should do a couple of shrines as well. It's just deleting or relocating any well dipper that can't access the cistern. Okay, yeah, it might cause issues. So this one should help out significantly, plus these should handle the rest, hopefully. I'm gonna probably do a well dipper. I wanted it there, but that's not possible. I think this one has the plumbing access. Yeah. So it's gonna help. Just need another barracks here. Like, I just really don't want that. Oh well, we'll have it. So at this point, the city is so awkward to expand. It's fine. Just build it. Should have more religion now, hopefully. Double these temples, it might require labor, yeah. So I'm adding services, but not really that much housing, so maybe add a couple of houses here. Plus a stela. And we are getting bankrupted by the festivals, I think. We'll have to cancel them eventually. We did. We could also export stuff, but kind of want to not do that. Because we need a lot of space for the raw resources, so that the travel time is long. I don't feel like we can really justify that. But yeah, more commoners are definitely gonna be good. Doing pretty well, all things considered. Yeah, but we had 50,000 access before, so it feels like we are definitely draining our resources here. Okay, the service usage for this is gonna rise. Let's do a barracks, yeah, it's gonna happen. Did it report that bandits have been whaling merchants en route to our city in months before they feel safe to travel again? Stronger military or perhaps more devotion might keep these attacks at bay. Okay. Should be plenty if you have enough temples to other gods, yeah. I'm not sure how many we've got. You could probably check the advisor tab for it. So we could just cancel some of these. I'm not sure idealized content respected neglected. So I'm gonna go yeah, that and content this one. It's gonna take me a while to adjust to the names of the gods. They are really I cannot even pronounce it. I'm not even gonna attempt it because it wouldn't go well. With Romans it's simple. Yeah, but it's just at some point I just need to, you know, just like understand which god does what. Like war god, agriculture god, and just refer to them as that. That's what I'll need to do. Let's put on a sentry post there, since that one is full. Final steps. Well done, you are ready to add final touches to your city. Develop at least half of your housing into large and fancy houses, and at least 4 of your elite homes into large grand palaces. Okay. Whatever our housing needs to develop into large palaces. We have 1, so that's the royal one, right? Yeah. War god, rain god, education god, decadence god, earth god, and death goddess. Okay. Yeah, so I'll have to just somehow get used to that. Oh, there's a large palace there. Right. So it has everything, it has everything, it has everything, right? Ambience, right. We can fix that. Let's put down more gardens as well. Improvements are under construction. They need a conservatory to be better, but I don't think we should bother with that. We don't need it. Where is the conservatory? Is it? It's probably gonna be huge, right? I don't think I can have that. Porter, Granary, Masons, Aqueducts, House of Song, Memorial, Collector. It should be health and education, right? Yeah, I don't think we have that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't see that in there. Improvements. Yeah, we'll get there. Just mana is not looking that great currently. But as long as we keep doing what we are doing, we should be fine. We shouldn't go bankrupt in that time. We could also export some stuff now. If we reduce the amount of stuff we are getting a bit, we could start to export some furniture and export some clay, I guess. Kalmakak and library might need Amata as an import. Amata, okay. So Amata is like papyrus. That's what they used. We can get large palaces, that's what we need. We don't need to have that, but that's what you would want if you want them to provide better service, I guess. So you could import it to this warehouse, I think, right? Amata. No, it's the other one. Amata imports bandits. Yeah, sure. Let's import some Amata here. Not sure if we'll be able to get a lot of it going. We can just get it here. And then Healing House wants it as well. Or is it just a Kalmakak? And if it's just that, then it's gonna be good enough to have this. Unfortunately, the banditry is a problem. Well, that's fine. So to say with the city, it did grow quite large. I did set up like 2 separate areas, which I think is the way to go. Like having just one wouldn't really work because the services would get bloated really quickly, and you kind of want to spread out because the clay is, in my case, it was quite far away from my fortress. Otherwise, unless I set up my block like in the middle here to get trees as well as clay. Needs access to clean water. It devolved. Okay. Undevelopers without access. I could get a new one to provide better service there. Maybe remove one of the weavers. Put in a new well dipper. This one should get access to plumbing. Ah, this one doesn't get it, so let's just remove that one. It's unfortunate. Basin access that way. This way? We have access for roads this way. You mean this? We could also have that, yeah. I need to make sure of plentiful services of all kinds. Yeah. So these 2 devolved before. Conservatory right now, we don't need that. Just this one needs to evolve. Okay, plaza. Or alcove rather. No. Not there. Here. Just need that one to evolve, which is gonna happen soon. How do you like the new palace, by the way? It is good. It's nice. As I said, it's gonna be good once you get some interaction with it, like building separate improvements on it. That would be really good. Have some sort of system like in Children of the Nile, where you improve the estate. That would be neat. Otherwise, the nobles' palaces, I think I like that you have several variations of it. Like, these two are the same evolution stage, but they look different, which is good. You don't want to have just everything look absolutely the same. Same with the fancy houses, I think. It's good to have variation like that. Caesar doesn't really have that. Which, it's fine. It's just, you know, when the game has that, it's just a benefit. So we should be getting an improvement, yes. And now I have all of them, I think. Modest palace. Okay, it has everything. It's good time. Nutrition. Are we not doing good on food? Yeah, we might actually benefit from more food. Let's get a road going. Right here. Could also put more here. Its ambience is bad. It's fine. I would have to put a garden right here. Or we could do stall, I guess. This alcove is overcrowded. Let's put in a new one here. They work far away from home, right? There's nothing I can do about that really, unfortunately. Some of the jobs are just a bit further away than would be preferable. Improvements are being done. Almost there. Okay. You need to turn profit last year. That's a problem. We'll need to start exporting more goods, I guess. We are exporting that already. Oh, we can export this. Right, let's sculpt the clay. Export weapons and armor. Plus, can we export anything else? We are exporting this. Maze, that's not gonna help me much. Grand Palace as well? Oh yeah. Pinnacle of development. Good. Good. Money. I need money. It's not good. Let's take a look at our economic advisor. Finance advisor. Wages, imports, festival. I could tax more. Let's try to do that. Maybe that's gonna help. Expenses have risen as well. Oh, I'm sorry, but I have to suffer my horrible taxation. Maybe it's fine. Okay. Now you have a capital fit for burgeoning empire, yes. Cool, cool. We finished the tutorial missions, so there's that. I think people are leaving the city though, because of the taxes. Can we check that as a sentiment? Or something like that? Maybe there is a sentiment somewhere. Forts, venues. Homelessness, 78 citizens. It's a lot. I guess the commoners just don't have enough space. Check out the ratings. It will mention if people hate you. Ratings? This? There's the ratings advisor. Alright. People cheer your name. I just don't have enough common housing, I don't think. Nutrition, maybe food is an issue. In the city, yeah. It's kinda falling apart, I guess. Well. Yeah, maybe a couple more farms would have been helpful at one point. But we did pretty well. I just not a huge fan of how I had to build my water. It feels like I had to really build a horrible snake of an aqueduct, but it's what's necessary. So you know, as long as it works, that's fine. We also did manage to get quite a few people. You can see all the sprites walking everywhere. So 764 citizens in overall in the city. It's quite nice. All considered. Thanks. Nowhere near as efficient as your city. Should build, I think. But still. Not horrible. And these would evolve as well. More nutrition, but this one has everything. We have 2 grand palaces. Okay, anyways, that's gonna be it for Tlatoani for now. There are scenarios, but I'll have to consult with Perspective Games if we decide to play any of them at any point. For now, this is gonna have to suffice as a look. Development is still gonna continue, so more stuff is gonna be added or might change. All the bugs that we discovered today, even the spelling errors, I think might be fixed in the near future. And so, if you save that and send to me, that would be great. Yeah, I can do that if you want. It's just gonna require me to make a zip again, but that should be fine. There you go. And so yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna probably send you off to see someone else. If there's someone else up with anything. Jake is playing Caesar. But I think he wouldn't really appreciate raid by 11 people. Someone's playing Caesar 3. Several people in fact. I'll just call it, it's fine. Yeah, no problem. Glad we could have played the game. I don't like it. So anyways, that's gonna be it for Tlatoani for now. So see you around, bye.